Hello and welcome back to a flat desert with some odd rocks in it. Yes, this is the park, this is Razor Rocks, and as you can see, we are not very far in developing it. However, what we have done is we created two coasters already that, well, fit the requirements of the park, which is to be higher than 6 in the excitement rating. So, having done that, only 8 more to go. And now that I'm looking at things over here, do we have 10 rocks too? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, now that makes it rather easy, doesn't it? Obviously, the last coaster will be on this rock. I know what we are going to do. We are going to make one coaster type per rock. That means that coasters that are in like this, or even this tiny, eeny, weasley small rock, yeah, they might be a little bit, tougher to get above 6. Depending on the coaster type, of course. But each and every rock is gonna have its own coaster type. There, an extra decision just made by me, Tycoon Damage. Now, last time we built this, and this, the Devil's Wood is actually pretty good. It's 7.18, not the greatest, not the worst either. And for our second coaster, I mean, this is gonna rack in money like there's no tomorrow, really. So, yeah, now, speaking about the money, we can only get another 5 grand, and then oh man, look at this, yeah, the accountant ain't gonna like us. I mean, we're spending grossly, but we're also gaining money a lot. Look at that. I mean, how many are which? No, alright, so July is pretty much finished. But look at that, see? Things are going up, however, they need to go up more and faster. Because, man, these rocks, man, I mean, it's just so tempting to go completely bonkers mad with the coaster design. So what we need is more money, and we need to gain that by building more rides. Now, we have a few more thrill rides, I mean, we got 2 of them. So basically, we could put this or this, but to be honest, that's not really the thing that I'm after. No, instead, I think that to make money, what we should do is perhaps build a few water rides over here. Now, the slide, we could build this, but to be honest, the slide is best served with a gentle slope, and seeing how we lack that, I don't think the slide is going to be a real cool thing. Instead, what I would like to do is build this, and the new and fancy raft ride, starting with this one. So, my plan is to, see, if we just, we know the layout of the park, right? We know about the center and the thingies. I was thinking that perhaps in each and every corner we could make a water ride. There's plenty of space in every corner, even if we factor in that we're gonna build a transport ride around over here. So, yeah, what we could do, for example, is we could extend the path a little bit more outwards, still like over here, and then just build a water ride right here. It's gonna be tricksy, because, well, usually I use the terrain and make cool things with and in and through and around the terrain. Which terrain? That's the question over here. It's flat, there's nothing, no trees, no fountains, ruins, or anything. Look at that, it's all flat. So, yeah, it is, building a cool water ride's gonna be a bit of a challenge, but we're gonna do it, starting out with the raft ride. Now, before we do that, I just quickly want to see, is there any vandalism at all? No. Alright. Do we need to adjust the pricings? No, we don't. So, I guess that we are ready to get that raft ride then. I don't know, how expensive is the... Oh, wait, that's the boat hire. 900 and upwards compared to... That's actually rather cheap then. It's really cheap. Alright, well, yeah, I guess we should get that sorted then. You know what? Because it's on a flat land, I'm pretty sure that we can avoid making it impossible for us to return to the station. So, You know what? We're gonna have the raft rides station be over here. There. There's no going up. What? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So there's no going up. So all that we can do here is just build a flat track and that's it. In that case, we're gonna approach this a little bit more differently. We are going to build the path first. And then we're gonna build the raft ride kind of around it, really. And just so that we have at least something cool to do here. There. And that's already quite far out. I didn't really want to go this far out, but well, we're here now. So a little bit further, but wow, you know that raft ride, I mean, that's limited, man. That's really, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that, actually. Fine. And we'll just deal with it now. If I put the entrance over here, it's gonna have to go a little bit further backwards, say like over there. Man, though, I mean, that raft ride, man, speaking about limited things, the raft ride really is limited. Now, oh my good, what? Come on, you gotta be kidding me here. Oh my good lord. Wow. Wow. Speaking about inflexible things and tracks, I mean, that is just bonkers, really. Can I... Well, I'd need to go straight and then over here. Wow, this ride, man. All of a sudden, I am not entirely sure that we will build the ride like this often. I mean, all that we can do really is have crazy wide curves and then do some S-bends, really. I mean, that's all? Wow, I'm baffled by this, really. I thought that, you know, we had, with like the bicycle ride, that we had terrible designed and set up rides, but this beats it, man. I mean, look at what we can do with this. It's like next to nothing. I don't know, can I... Yeah, that would return it to the station. Wow, that's horrible. Right, so there's no special track pieces. There's pretty much nothing for this ride. How on the freaking earth am I ever supposed to... I mean, only raft boats, 12 boats. There's only a continuous circus mode. Oh man, I mean, what is this? Is this a joke? You know, is this like supposed to be like, oh, raft ride? I mean, when I think of rafting, you know, I think of these tiny wobbly plastic inflatable boats where you raft down, I mean, it's even a verb, you know, where you race down waterfalls, wild rivers and dangerous currents. This seems the complete opposite of it. Wow, really? Right, you know what we need to do? We need to get ourselves the queue line for this. Also, in case you're wondering, we are definitely going to change the colors of the tent, because no, that black, no, well, it's not a keeper. Now, we'll have to go over here, and then... wait. We would need to go further. Because here's what I intend to do, right? Can I? No. So we would need to go... What I intend to do, basically... Yes, that is what I want. Right, I immediately admit that it's far from perfect, but... Man, I mean, seriously, we'll open it up. I mean, I don't even care if people want to pay the money or not. I mean, why devs, why something... And even if you look at the picture, look at this, man. I mean, you see boats, you know, seemingly on a different height level. Well, we now know that's not possible. Man. I mean, here it looks like it's cool, you know, just falling down, and it's just a scam, basically. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Oh man, yeah, alright. So what we're going to call this the raging scam. No. I mean, the raft, right? Somehow the guests do dig it though, but I think that's only because they don't know the ratings of it. Right, so we will call this the, yeah, the relaxing rafters. The relaxing rafters. Yeah, I mean, surely is relaxing. There's pretty much no... Look at it, I mean... really? I feel so deceived by this. I truly feel that. It's horrible. It's absolutely terrible. I don't approve of that in the slightest. Now, we will color this sand-like with blue. No, with a white inside. And of course, there are no supports because, well, you know, there is no height difference. So all that we're really coloring is the fence on the station. But I guess that needs coloring too. We will color that grey. Doesn't really stand out. Doesn't need to either. Can we? Ah, no. Really? No. It's going to be not even like that. For some reason, the colors are more vivid, more expressed, it seems. Look at that. I mean, that seems like really... I don't know. When on regular tracks, you know, the colors aren't really that, well, explicit. But right now, they really do seem to be that. We could go with this and then perhaps, like... No. No. Game Y. Yeah, we'll go with this. Really, the relaxing rafters, the ultimate garbage, rubbish ride. I mean, I am really deceived and tricked by this. And I don't like it in the slightest. Now, yeah, I mean, this is an expansion of the area that is that far that I feel that a second toilet is warranted over here. As well as another eating thing, hut. And perhaps also another drink stall. No, not like that. We need to rotate that one more, like so. Donut. No, come on. Donut shop, be open. Make me the monies. Oh, man. That's right, man. How can it be so bad? I mean, look at it. Why? Oh, man. It's stunning. Right, okay. So this was a big deception. Do we have ratings? Max speed, 6 kilometers an hour. Average speed, 3 kilometers. What? Wait. I mean, are you sure that this is right? Shouldn't the 3 and the 0 be switched here? Okay. Well, the ride is ultra crap. I mean, nothing happens. Yet, for some reason, the ratings are pretty okay. I don't know how this works. I call it tricks. I call it hacks. But, well, it works. Now, we have a 4-minute time, you know, rounded upwards, but still, 4 minutes divided by 12. 5 seconds is for 1 minute, so I guess what we should do is go with like 16. There. 16, I said. Well, that's sorted. We're also going to build a water ride over here. One that I know has a lot more possibilities, fortunately, for us. Because, man, is that a deception. Now, we'll build this up till over there. We're not gonna traverse the hill with the path. What we are gonna do, though, is... the station of the of the log flume, because that's what we're gonna build next, right? The log flume. Cheapest next thing. I guess we could build this. Also reasonably cheap. This won't be anything spectacular, No, it won't be anything spectacular, but what we could do is we could perhaps build them in tandem. Build like two in mirroring. That might work. Don't think I ever even did that before. Yeah, right. I mean, that might have some potential. But yeah, I don't recommend this because, well, you know, you need terrain elevation for this. And loads of space. So we're gonna start out over here. We're gonna build it to... well, we don't really need such a long station, to be honest. Because I think that those jingies... I mean, if I were to build this, right? How many can we have? Yeah, 12. Right. If I were to demolish this, can I still have... oh. Well, okay. I guess this is the minimum required length that we need. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna build another one right next to it, of course. Wait, what? Our first rainfall! Yay! That might be a very weird thing, you know, conclusion, but it means that we're gonna sell a lot of umbrellas over here, and I like that a lot. Come on, buy me umbrellas. 10 bucks only, very cheap, very cheap. I know you want them, the weather is bad. Right, so now it's time to get a building. Is there? No, there's nothing special. I mean, I thought that maybe we would get like some cool special track piece or something like it, but alas, that is not the case. Then we will now, well, what we could do to at least make it somewhat cool is have it go underground, I guess. Maybe. Oh, we're gonna have to do that over here anyway. And then go up. And then... I mean, we come from height 19, basically. If we do this, that definitely needs to be closed. Otherwise, we're gonna lose our guests. Now, if I were to make this... well, this is height 6, so that means that we could traverse this at height 9 as well. Yes. Right, so this is the point at which we're gonna build the next water ride. Hopefully, you know, synchronizing it up will greatly improve the ratings. Because if it doesn't, we're basically screwed. Well, not basically, we are just screwed then. Right, oh man, and I'm looking at our money. We're gonna need to take out, you know, the last bit of our loan to even be able to finish this. Well, what needs doing, and if that means taking out the last bit of loan, so be it. Now, this one... oh, balls. Well, so far the last bit of loan is coming closer and closer like this. Let's see. Now we need to go to height 9. Oh, and by the way, you know, when we need to go to height 9, I might want to close that section. Just saying. And the same for that one. Now, can we traverse? Yes, we can. Hey, that's what Obama said. Why would I care anyway about that? Now, the real catch right now, though, is that, well, for one, we would need to... well, what we're going to do is we're going to do an S-bend to the other side. Then we're going to do it like this. And then, see, here's what I plan to do. The plan is basically, It's not really that complicated. Now, speed will be something that we're gonna lose. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another S-bend. And then just some 2 straight pieces. I don't know what the speed will be on the ride right now, so just in case it is still something. And we are gonna go like this. And then like this. Yes, now this is... No. Game. Yes, and like this. There. Now though, and that's of course the real challenge, I need to mirror this to over here. And then over here. And I guess with an S-bend or something like it. Going downwards. Yes, all the way over here. And then... Well, I mean, the speed, man, it's so hard to guess. I don't know if they will, you know, completely be launched out of that curve, or whether or not they will just, you know, sit tight and enjoy the ride with only a couple of skull fractures. Oh, well, I know one thing, that we won't find out if we don't take out our last bit of loan for this crazy ride. Now, I'm not really sure. I think that this extra length will mean that both of the rides will more or less basically be, well, you know, finishing at the same time. That could totally not be the case, in which case, it's gonna be awkward. Right, now we haven't put on synchronization, but of course that is going to be the thing that we're gonna do. I just still cannot understand how this ride can be that popular, really, you know. I still cannot understand. Right. So the speed isn't that bad, actually. Ooh, I am in bathroom 2. Exciting news, ladies and gentlemen. Fresh from the papers. Yeah, no, we kind of needed more things over here. I mean, the one ride is a little bit longer. It isn't really that exciting, to be honest. I don't know, what are the ratings? This is gonna be piss poor. Oh no, it's actually not that bad. They're more or less equal, so if I were to synchronize these, how does that work out? I mean, that is of course the big question, right? Come on, please tell me that there is at least some influence to this. Nothing. Really, nothing. Oh yeah, no, it's a 6, it's a 6. Alright, yeah, I guess that's alright. So, what we're gonna do right now then is we are going to hook these rides up. Now, I didn't want to go as far as, you know, with extending the path all the way up here, but I guess in a way we might want to do that. I don't know. How about if we bring the queues up till here? That's reasonably long. Nothing like too shabby or anything. I mean, we could go up and down over here. I mean, that's not really important. So, okay. We will bring this, you know, together like this. I don't know if this is really the smartest way of connecting things. What I do know is that we're gonna go with the shared exit, which means that basically you are gonna have to go underground, at least as an exit. I mean, as a ride, it's a different story. There, okay, going well. Let's see here. Now, as far as where the path is gonna come out, that's gonna be over here. I mean, there isn't any underground section to this anyway. So, it is costly though to expand like this, you know, or at least the path. Look. And all that I would need to do right now is just hook up this path simply by going underground here as well. There, look at that. Shared exit. It works like a charm. This is going to be a no entry sign. I don't want the guys walking into that dead stretch of path here. Right, there are a few crucial things here that we need to do right now. One, we're going to open both of these up, because as you can see, they cost quite a bit of money to run. Then we are going to charge $5.50. I mean, the rides are okay-ish. Wow, 6.24. Well, not that bad. I mean, the rides are okay-ish, but actually, to be honest, let's zoom out here. Doesn't look so shabby, to be honest, with a bit of a twist and a turn and a curve and a curl. Quite like it. It's simple, yet the pairing these up is actually not that bad, and the results you get, if we were to have a slight bit of terrain advantage, like say like 5 or 6 levels, we could have really a significant amount of more speed, and we would have been able to do quite a few cool things. Like going underground once more, or make another crossover, or perhaps pair them up, you know, where they would be... Yeah. This is something that we're gonna keep in mind for the future. However, for right now, I mean, the rides, let's continue with setting them up. I want to... Well, we don't really need to set the minimum waiting time to very low. We've set that up right. Basically, all that we need to do really is color this, name and shame this, and get some facilities in this area, because facilities, what, where, how, we don't know them. Right, let's go to the underground view, and let's also build them facilities here. Wow, look at that, man. I mean, I don't think the nausea rating was that high, but especially around the exit, we will definitely build a few extra benches, so to say. That might be needed with the head cracking that usually happens at these rides. Yeah, head cracking. Skull fracturing. I love that. I'm cruel, I know. Now, then we'll get a handy dude over here. You are going to have the ginormous task of keeping this whole area clean, including the exit. There. I know that's a bit a lot, but yeah, you're gonna need it. Now, we will have another loose mechanic, because with the park expanding, you know, with its infrastructure like this, I think we need it. And what we will also need over here, in my eyes, is another one of these. There. And then perhaps another one of these, you know, all dogs. Oh, why not? I mean, we might as well, you know, whilst we're at it. Another thing, yeah, we only have one drink stall. We're gonna change that. We're also gonna get one over here. There. So that's the facilities covered, basically. The ride, though, still isn't finished. So we'll build that quickly. Now, how are the ratings? Is a shop and stall? No, it's totally not influencing anything. Okay, I guess so. Now, somebody suggested Fata Morgana, and though I've used that name before, I think for a water ride in the desert that's quite fitting, because, well, I mean, water in the desert usually isn't true, so a Fata Morgana is most fitting, you know, for a water slide ride. I also wonder, because these are tracked rides, will they count towards the coaster count? I don't think they will, but who knows, you know, there might be a slight chance that it will. What we still need to do though is color this. Cover it with colors. That's what I meant to say, of course, with my brilliant English. And brilliant coloring. Ooh. Ooh. I think that this ride can handle this. Something like this with like dark green and brown bottoms. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then this is going to be the complete opposite of it. So that means that we're gonna have a dark red outside, a black inside, and then no, that can't be dark black. Perhaps that, yes. And then the supports will be black. That's it. Wow, how fitting, man. I mean, they're like... Oh, and that's even... Yeah, the troubling oasis is also... Ah, nice. You know what? We'll change this around here. We'll go with this. Look at that. I think that is pretty cool, if you ask me. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we just got ourselves here an excellent expansion to the collection of rides of the park. Now, in the meantime, our eggheads have been doing things. They've been researching and thinking of brilliant rides. What they've come up with, though, and how we are going to implement that, is all things that we're going to discover next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.